Well, hello, the Glee Club. How are we doing? Wonderful. Let me say about my wonderful girlfriend. She's a little bit different. She's German. Ja, das ist good. Das ist good. Vorsprung doch Technik, as we like to say in Deutschland. Been together now for almost 10 years. In fact, I find myself turning German. Jawohl, jawohl, ich ein lieber Angela Merkel. Obviously. So she said to me yesterday, what time does this show start? I said, my lieben Frau München, we commence at 1600 hours sharp. Achtung! Assemble at 15:55 outside the doors. We shall enter the club, synchronize the watches. I shall enter from the left of the stage and you from the right, and we shall lay the towels in front of the microphone. Danke, mein Oberleutnant. Shall I bring the sun lounges? Nein! Domkopf, not required. So that's how we got here. So let me tell you about my two friends, Simon and Alexander. What's going to their street cred names? Simon and Alex. We decided we were going to hire ourselves a canal boat and explore the beauty of the inland waterways of this green and pleasant land. And the funny thing is, as the day grew closer and closer, I found myself exploring what I can only describe, my dear chums, as my inner Viking. Oh, yes. Gentlemen, you'll no doubt relate to this, and some ladies might, but most men have this kind of desire to be a superhero, effectively. Okay? So day in, day out, as I got closer, I felt my Viking DNA rising inside, pumping blood inside me. In fact, pumping blood to places where blood hadn't pumped for quite some considerable time. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, with joyous consequences. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I found myself each day wanting to just don that mighty Viking helmet and to actually own one of those amazing Viking horns. I could not wait to don my shield and pick up my mighty sword of justice. Oh, yes, wield it around. And the idea of my mighty sword, of Vikingness, of porkiness, indeed, was to basically utilize that as best possible. And I kept thinking to myself, what possible name would do this mighty longbow justice? Could it be Odin, Valhalla, or maybe Thor, the god of war and thunder himself? And suddenly I found myself, through the mists of time parting, I saw the name emblazoned across the side of our mighty craft. And the ship was called Daffodil. What the Daffodil? I mean, you know, straight out the vase, plonk onto the canal. Not very Viking, is it? So the thing is, right, when you start an adventure on a canal boat, you have to learn the rules. Rule number 1, you can't go faster than 4 knots an hour, right? Rule number 2, if you pass a moored or parked boat, you have to slow right down. So there I was, driving the mighty Daffodil of the Grand Central Canal, and I suddenly saw, parked, my first proper moored boat. So in accordance with regulations, I slowed right down, obviously. As I drew closer, this man's head popped up, like a meerkat, looking around, and he focused on me, and all of a sudden, he bellowed, "For God's sake, man, slow down. This is not the Olympics. Show some consideration, you buffoon." Well, I had not been shouted at like that since my first marriage, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. So I thought only one thing forward, a witty riposte is required. So I looked him square in the eye and thought, okay, prepare to return serve. "Excuse me, Captain Birdseye. Your manky old dog's walking faster than my boat. If we're going slow, I'll be going backwards." A couple of things I observed. First things first, he had one of those white captain's hats on, the yellow all over the front. A bit suspicious, I thought. Second thing, he was sporting a purple cravat in the year 2021. I mean, I didn't even know they made cravats in 2021. I don't see cravats are us on the main high street retailers of the great nation of ours. No. One other thing, which I did notice, or I would have done had I been on his boat, was I suspect he had one of those Filipino brochure brides. Well thumbed, no doubt. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think my time is up. You've been extremely kind. If you enjoyed that, my name has been Austin Birks. If not, then Captain Pugwash will depart the stage and prepare to repel borders. Thank you very much. Good night and God bless.